Hey everybody, how's it going? If I can get everybody, let me know how the sound is and then how the stream is looking. All we have at the moment here is Wi-Fi, so not sure how strong the signal is going to be. Hopefully it's not too laggy or anything like that. So this is the SML playoffs. We got the A3 division playing tonight on the tables, and the way that works is if you start at the bottom, which would be a rec player or total rec, would be B3, then it goes to B2, B1, A3. So these guys are the sort of bottom level A players, moving the way up to A2, A1 Open, and then the Masters. So we're right beside the tournament desk and right beside the jukebox. So we'll see how that all goes. We got two tables going. Give you the little split view we got here. By myself at the moment, so we'll try to keep track of what's going on. Right hand table here, the guy shooting, that is Randy at the table. A lot of these guys I do not know, so you have to bear with me as we try to keep track of the score and who's who. Things are going good, Jerry. So at this level, you will see guys with 2, 3, 4 turns at the table. It's not the Masters playing tonight, so. Yeah, that split screen looks pretty neat here. Well, the space we had to set up, so we got the cameras on an angle. We couldn't set up straight at the end like we normally do, so looks a little funky with the split screen there. And we'll flip back and forth between that, and we do have the bigger picture of each table. Many practice tables? Don't think so. They do open at 4 every afternoon. Play starts at 7, so there's 3 hours to practice from 4 till 7 every day. And then pretty much every table will be used. Hey, Sean. We just found out yesterday we could do these, so this is going to be 10 days for the playoffs here. They run for the next 10 days straight, finishing a week Saturday, so be lots of pool. This is in Calgary, Alberta. This is the Commonwealth Hall. It's a little convention hall up in northeast Calgary. We got 36 tables in the room. So we have during this is the majority of these guys are playing VNEA rules. Some are dual sanctioned and some will be playing BCA rules, but everything tonight's all VNEA rules. Yep, and I don't know how late I'll be staying here. I'm actually on call with this week with my normal day job, so it's been some late nights as it is anyway, getting called out. So Grant's running around selling 50-50 tickets right at the moment, so he'll be back here in a little bit. But this tournament here, Grant is the head ref of this event for the SML. Well, I'm the other end of the city from here, way the other end, but it's close to home compared to where we're normally at, so. And you'll see they are using a patch to patch where the 8-ball's going. That is league rules. You can talk with your opponent and both agree not to use it, I believe. But if you do call a ref to the table to ref a shot and it happens to be the 8-ball, and even though you and your opponent have agreed not to use the patch, if you sink that 8-ball in a pocket where there's no patch, the ref will call that a loss of game. A little tough for us to keep track here as we're about 20 feet from the tables here. We're back a lot farther than we normally are. We got in between us and where the tables are is the main pathway right in front of the tournament desk here, so be lots of guys going back and forth, and we'll try to keep paying attention to what's going on. Again, I don't know this Sean and Neil. I'm not sure who is who at this table. And I've missed who's won at that other table, so. I'm not reffing this time. No, I reffed these last year. Just with this week, with me being on call, I can't commit to the time to being up here. Whereabouts are you, Larry? So, if you guys want to tell me whether you like the stick on the split screen or if you just want to focus on one table or switch back and forth, just let me know. And if we can get everybody, as always, to hit that share button for us. No, I think A2 will be a race to 4 as well, probably. It's too bad that I happen to be on call this week. Otherwise, I'd be playing the singles, and I'm in this A3 division is what I could play in. And watching some of the shots in here, man, do I wish I could play. That was nice, some nice draw there. He'll have to take this. Oh, he's got it in the corner. Just from here, he looks a little off angle from where he's. Yep. Me, I'm the C++ rank. I get to play the A3. And I just like I said, watching, I got all the A3 teams playing in the tables. Got 10 tables in front of us, and I'm watching all these guys play and just kicking myself for not entering, but I would have had to forfeit and take off as soon as I got a call for work, so not worth giving up the money that way. Well, it's the team that I put in. Chris was a definite A3 team. I think we finished in the middle. I only ended up playing 8 weeks. I think 8 or 9 weeks is all I got in. But I was told at the start not to punish anybody too bad, to watch how many stats I end up with. No, that was Kelly. I'm not sure the exact score there, but Grant comes back. I'll get him to double check these scores, guys. That's not a bad save there. That 14 or 15, whatever it is, will kick into that top right corner. It's got the window between the two. And I believe this is Neil at the table. If Lan was correct and when he was racking. It's a good hit, almost double kissed that in. He's calling safe again. Lan's playing A2. He's got the ball in hand with the safe, so see if he can finish these off. You can just slow roll this in, play that 8 in the side if he wants, or you can play, looks like he's got an angle, can go up table if he so choose, but in the side. Now he'll move that patch, which is a requirement. Got to patch that 8-ball pocket. Why hit that so hard? I played 10 or 12 games on this table earlier today, and it plays pretty good. So he could have rolled that in. It would have rolled straight. He tried to blast that. With Neil shooting right-handed, this will be a little bit of a reach for the cut. Yeah, I'm watching this and really wishing I would have played because I'd be in this division. I'm doing good, Todd. How are you? Be doing better if I was actually playing, but A3 is sort of the middle of the lower end. So I mean, yeah, these guys, you can get 3, 4, or 5 attempts at the table depending on who you play, but you get the better A3 players. They'll run the odd rack. It's I think they played 31 weeks total was the season. My team, I had played on a team in the A3 division here, so if I was playing singles, I'd be in the A3 here. But I think a couple guys that ran away with the sort of player of the year that should have been 3 or 4 divisions higher. I played 8 or 9 weeks, I think, was all out of the 32, and I think I finished in the top 3 or 4 with runouts, only playing 8 weeks out of the 32. So no, like I said, this is a lower division. We'll have all divisions playing here. Tonight is the A3 guys. Tomorrow comes the A2. I'm not sure what other divisions. A2 goes a little higher. A1's higher than that, and then it goes to the Open. And then above the Open is the Masters. So below the A3 here, it goes to B1, B2, and B3 is the bottom. So the B3 is the first time players really wreck. You move up a little bit to the B2, then B1, and then this A3 division. So yeah, we switched over to the other table here, and I believe it's Sean that won the last game's actually running the table on the other table here. So I'll switch over to finish to him. This is a run out for him. Patch is already in the corner. He doesn't really have to touch that. So that was a run out there for him that we missed on going to the other table. So that's how sort of this division, you get the guys that'll run the table, but very inconsistent play. But as long as everybody's having fun, that's what everybody's out to do. As long as I'm playing pool, I don't care how I play. If I'm playing bad, it's better than not playing at all. You're on mute, so. We got Grant putting on his headset if he can straighten out the wires. There is no website for the draw. It's all on paper here in the venue, just because there is so many different brackets.
That is changing.
That will be changing for next year, I believe. Yes. They will be using CompuSport next year, but for now it's all on paper in the venue here, so.
What's good, everybody?
Gotta bite my tongue.
Why?
So it's not the pool.
Huh?
Huh?
What?
I wish I would have played in this, even if I had to run away on call.
Yes. But like I've always said, on our streams, we're going to showcase all levels of pool,
I've
guys.
been saying that all the way along. This could be me you guys are complaining about if I was playing on here. It's my division.
I'd complain about you just because.
Yeah.
David, how are you, buddy? Jerry, how are you, bud? And of course, and as always, guys, if we can have you help us out, share the stream. We would greatly appreciate that.
Scores away wrong, trying to keep track of both, but.
And Chad, how are you?
I know this is Kelly again. That's just sunk that.
No split screen?
It's people wanted this one back and
Oh,
we were
okay.
on split. It's with those angles. They said it's better if it's single table than
For sure.
double. Had a few guys, so I mean,
Yeah, tough
back
setup.
and forth. Everybody, you got that? 4-0, 4-1. Back and forth. Yeah, yeah. So as long as you're not wanted by anybody that's watching, you're all good.
And guys, where is everybody watching from? Ryan may have asked that already, but I
No,
wasn't
not
privy
yet.
to that information.
I figured I'd leave that for you.
Very nice. I obviously know where a few of you are watching from.
Your phone or your computer.
Yeah, couch. We've heard recliner,
Yeah.
basement,
Shopping cart.
shopping cart
We
from
had
Blake.
that,
Yeah.
Had his wife take his picture as he was getting busted while he was shopping.
That's
he had
right.
Had his phone in the shopping cart watching our stream. We put that post and picture on our page. That was funny.
David, I did not find my bag, so I'll have to replace my passport and everything else that was in it.
So somebody's out there pretending to be Grant with his
Yeah,
all his clothing and his shaver and his
everything.
toothbrush and
Yeah,
made some homeless
running
guy
around
real
in my
happy.
Lululemons
Yeah.
with my Q Sports Live shirt on. Yeah. My Q Sports Live shirts were in that bag, so unfortunately, I'm gonna have to get some more made. And for those that didn't know where my bag was, when we left Red Deer, so the last stream that we did up in Red Deer, unfortunately we forgot to close the tailgate to the truck, and my bag fell out on the highway. It could have been much, much worse though.
Because our streaming hockey bag with all our stream gear was back there
everything
as
was
well.
in there, but pool cues, streaming gear, the soundboard.
That, with all the pool cues and everything, that could have been a $40,000.
It could have been a really big
Yeah.
loss. So I'm happy that it was just my bag. Everything that was in there is replaceable, so and a heck of a lot less than replacing everything that we got.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like a fairly mixed bag. Again,
Yeah.
yeah, lots south of the border. Most actually south of the border, it looks like.
We're heading south of the border in a couple weeks.
We are. We're heading down to Four Bears, North Dakota.
Well, I am. You got to get a passport first.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to go tomorrow and get that done. So I don't know whether Ryan's gone over kind of our schedule for
Not
this
yet,
week.
no.
Okay. So we are live tonight. We'll be live tomorrow night starting at around 7 o'clock. So that'll run Friday night until we're done. All day Saturday, all day Sunday. Then again Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, again all starting at about 7 o'clock. Then all day Saturday. We'll wrap up this event on Saturday.
Yeah, we do have to sell more tickets, so
Yes, yes, we do. So for those that are interested, of course, we do have our 50-50 going. We actually have two.
it drives me nuts, guys that use the rest like that.
Well, that's they're still learning. So we have two 50-50 guys. One is running for the entire event. That will run until a week Saturday and then be drawn out. Those tickets are always going to be $5 each. The daily one, again, 1 for 5, 3 for 10, 10 for 20, or 50 for 50. If you'd like some tickets, you can email, if you're in Canada, qsportslive@gmail.com. Outside of Canada, PayPal is the way to go. paypal.me/qsportslive. And once we get your transfer in, we'll throw your name on your tickets and send them back to you.
We're actually both matches complete at the moment. So we got somebody just warming up on the other table. I don't think got a half hour before the next one start.
So I jumped on just in time for us to maybe shut down for a half hour.
Yeah, we'll see. I can throw our Q raffle up.
We could. We also have that going. This is a Mickelson custom Q, guys. Value $3,400. Selling 68 tickets at $50 each. Same email address, qsportslive@gmail.com. paypal.me/qsportslive.
Yeah, it's got 8 upper points, 8 lower points.
Yeah.
Bird's eye
Snakewood.
maple. Yeah. That's a stacked leather wrap. You can't really see it there, but that leather wrap is awesome.
It is. And probably one of the best hitting cues out there. That's what I play with. And the joint you'll see on there is elkhorn. So it's an elkhorn joint and butt cap. Is there anybody new watching us? We got 82 people on there right now. Is there anybody new watching us? First timers.
Give them lessons. I might be able to.
Well, they've all got to start somewhere. I remember when I was this, I started, when did I start playing League? I think I was 18 years old, maybe 19. Started in the B3, lowest division you can. And we did really well. We walked through everybody in Calgary.
Yeah.
We won our trip to Vegas. And we went down to Vegas thinking we were going to do some damage. And I'll tell you what, we had huge heads. We could barely fit through the door.
Your ego got damaged.
Our ego got corrected rather quickly. We were 2-0, and we got a full display of what it's like to go down to Vegas and play down there.
Yeah.
Welcome to the stream, William. Thanks for tuning in, same as Dan. Thanks for tuning in, guys. If there is anybody else that is new, and for both Dan and William, if you guys want to follow along with us in the future, very simple to do. Head onto our Facebook page, click the like and the follow button. By doing so, every time that we do go live, you'll be notified. And it'll be the same then as what it was when you joined this time. Very point and click easy, no forms to fill out. Click on the link and you're in watching.
No.
Very, very similar to APA. So SML is Calgary's largest pool league. They have all divisions covered, B1, B2, B3, A1, A2, A3, Open A, and then Masters. So B3 obviously being the lowest.
And then work your way up.
Work your way up.
2-1, 3-2-1, Open, and then Masters.
So then they are also dual sanctioned. So BCA and VNEA, so depending on which one you want to go down to, they do have sanctioning for both. Yeah, very close, David. Very, very close. APA, CPA. All of them are
different
very, very close. Different minor differences in rule set, but
and then the
APA is probably the world's largest.
Well, the APA,
CPA, same thing.
And then they the way they keep track of the score and all the innings and all that different
yeah,
stuff.
a lot different there. Yeah.
Like the.
So VNEA is based on points. Each ball is worth 1 point. 8 balls worth 8. 3.
8.
8. 8's worth 8.
Yeah. Nope.
8 balls worth 3 points. So maximum score per game is 10 points. BCA is simple wins. The score does not matter. Whether you run it out and it's a 10-0 or it's a 10-7. The BCA is simply based on wins.
Yeah, like these guys, I know a little bit about the CPA, APA. In 8-ball, top rank is a 7. The A3s are going to be your 4s or 5s.
Yeah.
Type of thing, I think.
Well, your B level is going to be your entry or novice level.
Yeah.
And then each progressive year that you play in the league, so if you start in the B3 and you place, I think it's top 3, then you move up to B2. You place top 3, then you move to B1, and you just keep progressing up the ladder.
And like I said, this A3 is quite the mix because, I mean, you get a couple matches like this where you're getting 5 or 6 attempts at a table, but then you come up against some guys that'll run 1 or 2 racks in a race to 5, right?
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Well, and like Jordan says here, trying to keep up with score in APA, I couldn't imagine.
No.
Right at especially kind of down into the lower levels, and not to take anything away from anybody's skill set, but when you are trying to keep track of innings and how many shots it takes and so on and so forth, it can be perhaps a little cumbersome.
Balls sunk in a row, or I forget everything that they got in there, but yeah, it's
can be a little bit rough. So this is our first time with Southern Music doing their playoffs. So we're happy to do it for them. And if you guys want to help us out, just go on to their Facebook page, give them a like, let them know you saw their league featured on Q Sports Live. We would appreciate that. That lets them know that we're actually being effective.
Yep. It all depends on known ability, and I mean, you go to a little bit on the honesty of the players too, right? You got to
for sure.
If you're coming in and you can, if you come in on a B3 and if you can get in 32 weeks of playing 5 games a night, if you can get 1 or 2 EROs in that time, you don't belong at B3.
No, for sure.
That's right at the bottom, right? Even if you're going to get 1 or 2 EROs over 32 weeks. That B3, there should be almost no runouts at all.
Yeah, that's for a very green or novice player.
Yeah. Like I said, even up to the A3 level here, you're going to get guys that'll have 2 or 3 runouts maybe over the 32 weeks for the average player maybe in B3. Top guys might have 5 or 6 or should be in around there. I mean, you get guys that go farther. Like, and I said, my team is definitely an A3 team. We finished in the middle, but I only played 8 weeks out of those 32, and I finished in the top 4 in runouts on those 8 weeks. I think I had about 8 or 9 runouts.
Yeah.
So I'm not an A3 player.
No.
I should probably be playing A1 or the Open Division, really. But
I agree.
Again, but with my team, and I was told at the start when I put the team in to not go out and destroy everybody's hopes with my playing, and I'm one that
destroy their hopes and dreams.
And I play so inconsistent. I'm not going to do that on a regular basis anyway. But only playing the 8 weeks. I mean, Trevor on our team played really well. He was one of the top for runouts. I think he had 14 or 15. So
very
again,
nice.
he's another guy that should probably be an A2 or A1.
Absolutely, David. It's amazing up here. And that's the thing, right? We have Southern Music, we have CCS, we have PV.
Multiple in-house and
Yeah,
bar
lots
leagues,
of in-house bar leagues. TAP is in Airdrie. It's like 15 minutes up the road from Calgary. So, I mean, we're pretty blessed. We have a very, very large and diverse pool group here, ranging from all skill sets, all levels of play.
Yeah, there's a few different Scotch doubles leagues. There's three-man team, four-man team.
And a lot of high caliber play.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
only in Calgary, but I mean that does include all of all of Alberta.
Alberta's got some of the top players in North America.
Yeah. So it looks like these guys are just practicing. Yeah, they are just practicing.
We got still 15 minutes before the next match starts.
What's our run time? Not very big.
No, 40 minutes.
40 minutes. Well, guys, I think we'll. What do you want to do? You want to shut down for 15 minutes? I don't know when their next match is coming up, so I'm in the dark. I was busy running around doing 50-50.
I could put it on mute and we could go play a quick game on that table.
I don't know if everybody wants to see us play.
Yeah, we do.
No, I pulled them all apart. I don't know. We'll take a straw poll. Should we leave the stream running, guys, and then Ryan and I will go play a game? Just give me thumbs up if that is acceptable, or we can shut down and just wait for the next match to come up. All right. I'm going to take it off the split screen, though. There we go. I'll wait for Ryan to break, see if he'll give me a shot or not. Yeah, thanks. We just started kind of playing around with this program that we stream through. It's called Wirecast, and we're just kind of scratching the surface as to what this program can do. So a little bit of work for Ryan to do here. I think he's going to try and take this 3 ball and break that 5 out of there. And gives me a shot at it. I'll be right back. So there's some of the displays as to some of the things to not do in pool. Well, I came back too soon. Ryan's giving me another shot. I'll be right back. Alrighty, so we'll see if Ryan can make a ball off the break here. So for those that are just tuning in, guys, what you're watching is Ryan and I kind of slash the balls around a little bit. We're waiting on a match to show up, so until such time, we'll entertain a little bit. Oh, came up dry. I'll be right back. Hey, Jim, how are you, buddy? Oh, Ryan's going to give me a shot out here. I keep coming back here thinking he's going to run this table out, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I am hopefully going to be here till this rack's finished up. You should be able to run this one. And guys, if you are just tuning in, it is Ryan and I just kind of messing around on the tables. Kakawistahau. If my memory is correct, that's how you pronounce that, Zach. Might be a little off, but if my memory is correct, that's it'll be close anyway. Ryan's asking for my jump cue. And my name is Grant, by the way. Yes, Eric, most certainly you can. All of our apparel is on our website, www.qsportslive.com. That'll have the golf shirt that Ryan's wearing there. That'll have hoodies, jackets, t-shirts. Best thing about that is from now until we go to Forebears, which is on the 19th, any of the apparel that we do sell between now and then, 10% of that will be donated. That'll go to the juniors tournament that they are running at the same time in Forebears. So absolutely, yes, apparel is available. So on there, on the website, it'll have all the prices, colors, so on and so forth. And it looks like the next match is here. Unfortunately, it's not, Paul. We are still on the wired headsets. The wireless were giving us a little bit of trouble. And the number of batteries that we were going through in a tournament was ridiculous. So it looks like the next match is up.
I fouled on that jump shot in.
I'll let you, you're sitting in the driver's seat. Well, the problem is we go through them faster than what they'll charge.
Yeah, we go through, like over a weekend, we'd go through 20 batteries. It's table 21.
And I think the wireless actually picks up as much as you guys can hear the music. The wireless does pick up, the hardwired does pick up a little bit less as far as music is concerned. So it was nice. I won't lie, guys. It was quite enjoyable. I think when we were doing Joe Big Plume is when we kind of had some success with those wireless mics, where we were reffing and the whole 9 yards. And
we just need a higher quality than what those mics were. We're getting some static and feedback and stuff in there. I mean, they weren't the most expensive mics, so
it was our first crack at doing wireless mics. So I mean, we'll do it again.
That the lavalier mic worked good for
Dr. Q.
Dr. Q.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's probably my second day using that. Started yesterday, so it's a little
with the
little different. Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting used to that. Just that, and this. I mean, this is a newer cue for me too. Haven't used this. It's a Jerry Olivier custom, and the shaft is a little shorter. Is why I put that extension in there.
Oh,
just
nice.
Playing around. That's not my normal cue. Playing with it plays a little different. So.
Mine is definitely my normal playing cue. I find it hard to kind of switch in and out.
It's actually a Prevail custom, but it's balance right is basically what it is. But it's made for, I play with a Prevail handcrafted cue, custom cue, and that's an extension made for one of my Prevails. I got 4 of them, so that fits one of my Prevails. But it's the first time I've actually playing a whole couple games like that. Normally I'll stick it in for a longer shot or the odd time. The reason I had it made was to play on the 9-foot.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've less than 100 games I think in my life on a 9-foot table. So
I agree. I don't play much on the 9-foots myself. Although I probably should start. I'd imagine I'll try and enter a couple of tournaments with 9-foot, see how I do. Like I said in Red Deer, I'm going to put my money in the middle and see how I come out. So the Masters Division, guys, will start Saturday night, starting at 6 o'clock.
That's right, when my team plays.
I will let Ryan answer that because I'm not sure, Jerry.
No, you'd have to get one made for that or have somebody fit one. It's like the extension at the back. You'd have to take it to a cue guy and have one made for that thing.
Or you could get one of those balance right ones
for the center, or like one of the ones that you and I have too for the back. That's like the snooker extension. It'll fit any cue.
Yep. So I just play with a normal. Well, I won't say normal. It's a Mickelson custom, and I just have those metal screw-on type of extensions. Works really, really well. Blake, I got better than my money back in Red Deer. Really happy with how I played. Really happy with how I finished. 78 of Alberta's best, and place 5-6 gave me 425. I think it was. I don't even know what the entry was. 80 or $100.
90.
90 bucks. There you go.
Those guys started over there, I guess. Looks like.
Looks like it. And the two guys I lost to, obviously Eric Vargas. I shoulda, woulda, coulda. I guess hindsight being 2020. Had him down 5-2, race to 6. He came back and
you should have been in the A-side final.
I should have been. I was. I don't want to say distracted, but I kind of was. I won't get into the details and the reasons when and why. But during my match with Eric, there was something I had to something I had to go attend to, which took my focus right off the game. And it is what it is. Should have put my foot down when I had him. That's for sure. And then so that was to put me out. The guy that I lost to on the A side, Barry McLean, I believe he ended up winning the whole 8-ball division.
Stephen won the 8-ball, didn't he?
No, Stephen won 10-ball.
Oh.
But overall, like I said, overall I'm really happy with how I played, and to finish 5-6 with that type of a field, some of Alberta's best, feels good.
Yeah.
Not that I showed that while Ryan and I were messing around on the table.
We're never that serious.
No.
Especially breaking with our playing cues and playing
yeah.
around. It's not,
yeah.
well, and me playing with a new cue and extension, and yeah, it's.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Jerry won the 8-ball. I know Barry was up there. Barry McLean. I can't remember what place he came in. I thought it was first, but apparently I'm wrong. Anyway, they both finished after I did.
Yep.
So I'm not gonna complain about it. That's for sure. Just glad I did well.
And this will be Alan coming to the table, I believe. I think I know Mike, the other guy, or played against Mike before.
Hey.
Although we're looking at the wrong table. Hey.
There you go. Yeah, Blake, it's a really good kind of skill test, right? If anybody is in and around the Calgary, Edmonton, Alberta, I mean, Barry came all the way from Manitoba, lots from BC there. Just a heck of an event. There were 78 entries into the 8-ball, and a really, really good skill tester to kind of let you know where you stand. Yeah, that's where I would class myself. I played maybe a little above where I normally do in that event. I was hitting them actually really good. Played well.
Thank you, Phil.
So overall, again, right, I'm really happy with how things happened in Red Deer. We were blessed, though. You know, I can't remember who I was talking with. It might have been Steve, and it could have been PJ. It could have been one of those guys. When we were in Red Deer, I got to give it up to the corner pocket. I had a couple of shots where you kind of have to slow roll full length table, and I got to give him credit, man. Those are dead bang on.
Yeah.
Not one did I have roll out on me. Not the entire tournament. Peter, this is Southern Music. So this is Calgary's largest pool league. It'll showcase all levels of pool from B3, B2, B1, A3, A2, A1. Open and Masters will have both VNEA and BCA rules, and we'll also have a team event. So we will be live tonight till we're finished, tomorrow night till it's finished, starting around 7 tomorrow night. Saturday all day, Sunday all day. And then throughout the week, every night, starting at around 7 o'clock, finishing everything up next Saturday.
Yep, and I'm actually going to be having to take off right away here. I'm on call, so I got to get back down to my end of the city.
Yep.
I'm up at 4 in the morning for work, so it's coming up on bedtime on a work night for me.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and I got to give it up to him. Like, there was, I didn't have one shot where I slow rolled and it veered or even got off track a little bit. They were pretty bang on tables.
Well, and Lauren up there, he's the table tech there. He does all his own work. He's really good with those. So
he is, yeah. And you know what? I give him all the credit in the world for being that size of a pool hall, to have that many tables in there. And I played on quite a few. I played upstairs in the mezzanine. I played downstairs, and not one rollout. So I got to give him credit. Chris Forebears runs April 19th to the 23rd. So again,
2 weeks today.
Yeah, that's down in Minot, North Dakota.
Newtown, North Dakota.
Or sorry, Newtown, North Dakota. Yeah. Really well run event. Lots of money added, guys. Tons of money added.
$16,000 plus.
Good night, Chad.
No, he's saying good night to me. I'm saying I got to take off here pretty quick.
Oh, I see. I thought he was tuning out.
No.
I retract my previous statement, Chad.
Yeah, I got about a 30-kilometer drive from this end of town down to home, too.
Yes.
You guys live way the hell out in the boonies up here.
We live about as far north in Calgary as what you can get.
And I'm pretty close to the south end, so
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, very nice. Very nice, Blake. That'll definitely tune up your game. Those diamond tables play amazing. Although I wouldn't mind trying to hit on a race-on table. I don't know anybody that's got one. I'd probably have to travel down into the States to find one, but I'd like to see how they play.
Yeah. What pros are playing in 2 weeks? It's a big secret.
Yeah. I'm just going to double check again here. I'll see what Ray has confirmed or hasn't confirmed with me.
I know he said the other day he hadn't confirmed any pros, but I think he's trying to get more amateurs down to play, saying that.
So the message I got from Ray, Shane Van Boning will be there, Roberto Gomez, and Corey Dole.
That was a couple weeks ago, but
that was definitely a couple weeks ago. I'd imagine Jason Klatt will be there again. I talked to John Mora actually just before I walked in here to find out if he was going to go to the Forebears, and he's not. He's staying on the East Coast for the East Coast tour. So with the number of entries based on payout, it's such a well-run tournament, and with that much money added, I mean, really not a lot of pros are going because most of them are staying East Coast.
It's guaranteed money too.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking some really good money added, some good odds at placing down there. So really good experience too if you do get to play against a Shane or a Corey. Jason, one of those guys, Roberto, same thing. Really, really good experience. I certainly know I'm going to play in it. I don't think I'm going to play the 9-ball event, but I'm definitely going to play in the 8-ball.
And like I said, I'll see who's playing the 8-ball. If there's a bunch of pros, I'll play the 8-ball. If I'm going to go 2-0, I want to go 2-0 against Shane Van Boning or Corey Duell or one of those guys.
Yes. Well, it's funny.
Just the experience to play those guys,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, for sure.
I mean, I can lose to the 15 Calgary guys that are coming to play down there anytime.
Oh, that's why I was so disappointed last year. We drive 13 or 11, 12 hours, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Drive all the way down there, and my first match I get to play Edwin Montel, who ends up, I mean, he hadn't picked up a cue for 4 years, and ends up taking third place, right? I could have stayed at home and played Edwin.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to take off.
All right.
Good night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow night. Probably a little after 7.
Yeah, it'll be somewhere around there we start.
I got some stuff to do after work late with being on call, and then
Very nice.
would have been the same thing if we're streaming at Leather Pocket. I would have been a little later in the session.
Oh, yeah. I am all good, sir.
So
I've done this before,
are we going
once or
to
twice.
put this away or leave it out, or what are we doing? It gets locked up, doesn't it? Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I'll figure it out at the end of the night.
All right.
Oh, while I do have you here, we should figure out how we're going to do that draw for the YouTube.
No. Got to order that damn thing here quick too.
Well, I
I
mean,
gotta
we
ship
can
it, yeah.
announce the winner, and when we get it in, ship it
Yeah.
out. Paul, I'm hearing they're open somewhere 4:30 tomorrow night.
4 o'clock.
Yeah.
4 o'clock every day, I believe, is what they're saying for the hall here.
Yeah. So why don't we do?
Maybe draw it on Friday
Well, I was going to say Saturday.
or Saturday. That's good.
Yeah. If we draw it on Saturday, that's what we'll do, guys. We'll draw that. We totally forgot to do that, the YouTube draw for the
Yeah.
first 1,000 subscribers. We were going to do that in Red Deer, and then we just got busy and totally forgot to do it. So we will do that draw on Saturday at some point during the stream on Saturday. So again, if you were within that first 1,000, that's when we're going to do the draw. If you weren't in that first 1,000, you can still subscribe on the YouTube channel. We're going to do another one again at 2,000.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So have a good night. I got to take off. We'll see you back here tomorrow night.
Have a good night. And then there was one, guys. So he should be out. I'm not sure whether he's Mike or Alan. I would guess Alan. That's Mike? No, I would have guessed wrong. Nice shot. It is, what type of cue is it again? McDermott. So it is a McDermott. It'll be everybody that was in on the first 1,000 YouTube subscribers. Everybody is in that draw. It is a free draw for you guys. So it is a McDermott playing cue that we are drawing for. Can you double check their score before you run away? All right, there is the updated score. We are sitting 1-1. Yes, everybody could be in on that draw. What you need to make sure of is that your settings are not set to private. If your settings are set to private, we don't know, as much as we know we have 1,000 subscribers, we won't know your name. So for anybody that is subscribed on YouTube, you are within that first 1,000 and your settings are not set to private, your name is in that draw. I would imagine we'll be here till 12. I'll just run up here and ask Steph real quick what time the last matches are tonight. But it looks like Mike and Alan, I'm not sure if this is last round or not. Let me just jump up here and check, guys. See if my my tether will let me go that far. It will. Staff. Sorry, guys. She's her and Kelly are both yapping at each other. I'm live right now. Kelly says hi, everybody. She is the league coordinator for Southern Music. Is this last match for tonight?
No, 10 o'clock matches.
10 o'clock? Okay. So Blake, yeah, we'll be here. 10 o'clock is the last match, so we'll be here till 11:30 or so anyway. My tether will actually let me walk from where we're positioned up to tournament control. And of course, and again, guys, if you can help me out, share the stream, I would greatly appreciate that. The more the merrier, as they say. And if you are new, joining Q Sports Live for the first time, first off, welcome to the stream. We appreciate it. Secondly, if you'd like to follow along with us in the future, very easy to do. Go onto our Facebook page, click on that like and follow button. And by doing so, every time we go live, you will be notified. You'll have the option to join in on the stream. It is very point and click easy, no forms to fill out. And I do follow along with all the comments here, guys, so if you do have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll do my best to get the answer for you. If I don't know the answer, I'll try to find it, or I'll make a really good one up. I will tell her that, Paul, but I think that would be better coming from you in person when you come down here. But I will let her know. I'll walk up there right now. Oh. Paul Silva says thank you very much. Here, you can speak in.
You're welcome, Paul.
Steph said she likes wine, Paul. So for those that don't know, Kelly is leaving Southern Music as the league coordinator, so this is her last playoff run for Southern Music. And you know what? I'm not sure, Ross, if this is A3 or not. I will run back up and find out. All they gave us is the name for the matches. Let me see. Staff. What division?
They're all A3.
Oh, all A3. There we go. So yes, A3 it is. So really the only trouble ball on here is the 5 ball. I don't know whether it'll pass between the 8 and I think that's the 12 ball. Everything else does has a home, or does have a home. I don't know if he can get between that 8, maybe cut the 5 into this bottom left here. It's hard to see the angle. We're probably sitting about 15 feet away from where he's at now, so trying to see all the different angles and stuff. Oh, that's okay. Trying to see all the different angles is sometimes a little bit tough, especially if he's shooting high ball. And he is shooting high ball. I thought he was on the deuce. Now we're on to high ball, or sorry, low ball. And he might have given him enough angle here. Nice rub. And I think he can still see that full 8 ball. I know on the camera it kind of looks a little bit off that it tucked, but I think he can still see all of that 8 ball. So pattern play here, guys. Number 5 first down into the bottom left. Follow that up with the 3 ball. Two ball up into the, I guess that's the top right side or corner. And you just want to make sure you leave yourself some angle on that 2 ball so you can angle into that 8 properly. Looks pretty straight, but they are valley tables. You can create some angle if need be. And I'm not sure I would have drawn that there. I probably would have played tops. A little bit easier to control. Go off that top end rail. Even if you put a little bit of left-hand spin, you can account for that. And he is going to have to break out. I believe that's the 12 ball sitting behind there. I have not heard of that one yet, Edward. Thank you. Took me a while to catch on to that, but I think I'm picking up what you're putting down. I don't know if he's got enough angle on that 10 ball. Because I'm pretty sure that that 12 ball won't pass the 8. I think I like the albino in the subway. Haven't heard of that one before. I'm going to steal that. No, unfortunately, Joe, there's not. What I'll do is I'll take some pictures of all the draw sheets, and I'll put them up on the Q Sports Live Facebook page. They are using the old paper draw for this one. It is changing. They are updating everything, and they will be using CompuSport from this point on. And Mr. Rob Dayton, I see you've tuned in. Thanks for tuning in, bud. don't know. I might have played a safety just off that shot. If you call safety, even if he did exactly the same thing, just called it safe. Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. Yeah, that's going to be a tough shot either way. I mean, you could try to play safe. Just kick that 10 ball into the 8 like you suggested, Jerry. And, well, he wanted to bring that out a little bit farther. Should be a fairly easy safety back. Thanks, Rob. Appreciate that. I'm a man in the mic by myself right now, which is all right. Looking forward to seeing you. Haven't seen you for a while. No, Paul, not for this one. This one's still the old paper draw sheet. CompuSport will be from kind of this point on. And of course, as always, guys, if you are just tuning in, if you can help me out, share the stream, I'd appreciate it. Click that share button down on the bottom left. Invite your friends, families. Share to any of the pool groups you're members of. The more the merrier. Even with comments, do follow along with all of those. So Mike takes a 2-1 lead. And just while they are racking here, guys, we'll throw up the cue draw that we have going on. It is for the custom Mickelson cue. Same type of cue that I play with. Retail value of $3,400 for this one. Beautiful looking cue. 68 tickets is how many we're selling. $50 per ticket, a little bit more expensive than the other ones, but the best bang for the buck. It is made of bird's eye maple. The points in it are snakewood, 8 high, 8 low. It has a stacked leather wrap, and it is elk horn, joint, and butt cap. Those tickets are $50 each if you do want one. qsportslive@gmail.com if you're in Canada. Outside of Canada, PayPal is the way to go. paypal.me/qsportslive. And as soon as I receive your transfer, I'll throw your name onto a ticket, take a picture, send it back. And once all those tickets are sold, we will do that draw. It will be live on the live stream. Yes, it is a low deflection shaft, Edwards. Thanks, Paul. Appreciate that. Are you wearing the stripes? Yes. Not for the singles event. We don't supply refs for singles. But during the team, I will be jumping all over the place. I am the head ref for Southern Music. So I won't have to ref all the time. But if there is any kind of major dispute that I need to get involved in, then I will. And I believe I was cut off a little bit short when I was explaining Kelly is moving on. She's seeking other opportunities. So this is her final event with Southern Music. We want to thank her for all of the years and the hard work she's put in. And the lady taking over happens to be my wife. So Stephanie will be the new league coordinator for Southern Music. It looks like he overrun that just a little bit. Maybe he can see the edge of it. I'm not sure from this angle. Oh, he could see it all day long. 8 into the corner. Nope. It'll take you know, a little bit for her to work through all the kinks and figure out who all the players are. She knows most of them, but it'll certainly take her a little bit just to kind of work through it. So Mike takes a 3-1 lead. He is now on the hill. It is a race to 4. And no more sandbagging for you. So we'll see if Alan can answer back. No more pool for you. Are you not playing pool anymore, Paul? You can't give up pool. It's not allowed. That's sacrilegious. Oh, I don't know about that, Paul. I don't know if I would say it's less frustrating. I'm not a bowler and I find it frustrating already. So I'm curious, with the, it keeps bouncing, somewhere between 80 and 90 viewers that we get on here. According to your local league, what level of play would you rank yourself? So if I was to say that Masters, then say below a Master is going to be an A and then a B division. So B being beginner, Master being the top level. Where would everybody rank themselves? I'm just curious. So what was that? Yeah, Richard, 7 o'clock tomorrow. And Warren, you're not a recreational player. Yeah, Rainer, good try there.
Sports Live, huh?
Yes, sir.
Follow you guys all the time.
That's the best.
Yeah, always. I'm not playing, I'm watching.
Yes.
Yeah, see you later, bro.
You bet. Thanks. Okay, I'm going to ask it this way. Is there anybody new to pool? So would you consider yourself a novice or a beginner? Reason I'm asking is I'm trying to figure out whether I should point out pool etiquette or some pool etiquette. I believe most know the etiquette, but again, right, for a beginner player, perhaps you don't know some of the pool etiquettes out there. But I'm not sure. I mean, if everybody is in that top division or, you know, a little bit below, then you guys should know the pool etiquettes. Right, and there's definitely universal pool etiquettes. There are some that are going to vary depending on the type of league or where you're playing, whether it's in Vegas or BCA or VNEA. So what I want to say, it's not hard in stone. Certainly some of them are, but again, some of them aren't. Well, it's educational, right, Chad? I mean, and these are the type of questions I'm looking for from viewers. Do you guys need to know or want to know some of the pool etiquettes out there? For example, I was on one of the prior matches. I was watching one guy shoot while his opponent stood there in his line of sight, and not that. I mean, as a green pool player, you're not going to know any better. But it is one of those type of pool etiquettes that when your opponent is shooting, don't be in his way. In fact, the best thing to do is go sit in the chair and wait for your turn. Certainly pay attention to the game. And if there is ever anything that does come into question, two things. Number one, call a ref. If there are no refs available, then you can stand up and just ask your opponent to hold off a second. That is your right. Have a look at his shot, just to make sure as to whether you think it's going to be a foul or not, and so on and so forth. But certainly not standing in his line of shot, not standing around the pool table, especially when you're in a venue like this. There are 60 some odd tables in here, and they're running 6 across, 6 across. So if you're standing in the middle, you're actually in the way of 4 different tables. Yes, exactly that, Jerry. So it's probably one of the big etiquettes. Okay, so I'm looking down the aisle right now, and I know you guys can't see this. Maybe, no, I can't. And one of the opponents is standing right in the middle and congesting the area between 4 different tables. So if you are in an event, excuse me, if you are in an event, if you're done shooting, you want to go and sit in your chair. If ever there comes a point in that game where you want to check your player's shot, that is certainly your right. At that point, you want to stand up and just let them know, I just want to, have a look. But for each individual shot, there's no reason for you to be standing in the middle of the way. Yeah, you'll notice for those that were watching when I was playing in Red Deer, and it's only because I've been a ref for, well, this is my 15th year for SML. It's only because that I am a ref that I kind of understand those pool etiquettes. But for anybody that did watch in Red Deer, anytime I played on the stream, even if I'm sitting in the booth where I'm supposed to be sitting, and my opponent is shooting his object ball straight down into my path, or I'm in his line of sight, I'll stand up and move, because I don't want to be distracting to him in any way, shape, or form. So any, little head movements, or maybe I go to take a drink of my water, not even really paying attention to him, those are all just little things. So when my opponent is down shooting at the table, I'm going to move purposely out of his line of sight. Yes, Jerry, laser beams are definitely out of the question. Guys, give me 1 second. I just got to answer a question here. So there's two 50/50s. This one runs for the full event. They're $5 per ticket. The daily one is 1 for 5, 3 for 10, 10 for 20, 50 for 50.
I'll go with a 3 for 5.
3 for 10.
3 for 10?
Yeah.
3 for 10 bucks?
3 for 10.
How about how much for $5 on this one?
This is 1 for 5, 3 for 10, 10 for 20, or 50 for 50.
And this one?
Always $5 a ticket.
I'll get one ticket.
Okay.
I'll be here till
Yep. So that's when this one will be drawn, is at the very end of the tournament.
yeah, I'll be here. Hopefully I get
Whoop. Whoop.
Oh, there's a ticket I didn't fill out. Is that the same card? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
And you want one on the big one.
I'll write my name.
There you go. Nope.
Just keep
Yep. It'll all be done on the live stream on Q Sports Live.
So the numbers will come on Q Sports Live?
Yep.
All right, cool.
Give this to Ryan.
Okay.
Forward his truck.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. So I am back with you guys. I did do that in Red Deer against Eric. I did it as well against Barry. Really, any opponent. It doesn't matter who it is. If I'm in your line of sight, whether I'm sitting in my chair or not, I'm just going to get up. I'll move out of the way. You would think so, Michael. Unfortunately, and I am talking about lower end players here that don't quite understand those pool etiquettes yet. Same as sitting on the table. Yeah, absolutely. Your timing on that has to be good, right? So if I'm not paying attention and all of a sudden I look up and my opponent is in mid-stroke or his warm-up stroke to shoot, I freeze. I don't move, not one muscle. I think it's the polite thing to do. It's the correct thing to do. That is not how personally, how I want to win a match is kind of sharking people out like that. It's, in my opinion, poor form, poor etiquette. Even though it is rampant out there, I've seen it. Obviously, with being a ref for 15 years, I've seen it all the time. And again, sitting on the tables, just don't do that. Don't do that. That's why you have, tables like we're at this event here. There's 60 some odd tables, and all of a sudden at the end of the week, I mean, we're running this event for a long time, right? So this is 10 days. And if people keep sitting on the rails, that's where dead rails come into play by the end of the tournament. right? And I realize that sometimes it gets late. You're the last match going. And especially in this event in particular, this is on a cement floor. So even leaning up against the tables is going to push them and move them. And the second you move that table, now it's at a level and so on and so forth. So best thing to do, if it's not your shot, is to sit in the chair provided, or the booth, or wherever you can sit. That is best advice I can give. A chalk etiquette. No, I haven't heard of a chalk etiquette. Maybe somebody else out there, out of the 90 viewers that we have now, maybe somebody else has heard of chalk etiquette. I wouldn't play personally with red chalk, no matter what color a table I was playing on, whether blue cloth, green cloth, doesn't matter. Red chalk to me is just a big no-no. It makes a big, big mess. I'm not a fan of red chalk. Yeah, you could definitely do that, Jerry. I don't know how far that would get you, but you could try that. I can say that I don't know that I'm ever bothered by it. If it's in my way, it's pretty simple to move. Red chalk tastes the best. There you go, Paul. Put your chalk on a string. If you're placing chalk and using it as a measuring device, that is a foul. That is unsportsmanlike conduct. Obviously, that would have to be announced by the ref. But if you feel your opponent is marking the table in any way, shape, or form, be that with a chalk, or takes the chalk and makes a mark on the table, that is not allowed. Nothing you can do, Chris. If he's not going to allow you the time to get out of the way, then there's nothing you can do. What is it? Can you well, sometimes it's just the chalk. I don't think I chalk very hard, but mine does squeak from time to time. I don't think I do it when somebody's shooting, though. I can't say that I do that. I really don't do much of anything unless I'm at the table. I don't chalk my cue. I don't even know if I hold my cue. I think I put my cue away. I just let it sit in the bag or lean up against something. I don't hold my cue. I don't think I do. Never really gave it much thought. But I don't think I do. I think I set it back in my case. Looks like Mike could get the win here. And it is. Mike is the winner. So we'll jump back across to the other table. The names are wrong on here, guys. So is the score. At least I believe the names are wrong. Nope, names are correct. Score is wrong. Now I will be listening. Thanks, Jim. I think the only thing I really pay attention to is if I'm not shooting. I do pay attention to the table. And if there's a close shot, then I'll want to see that. But for the large part, I just sit there and I let my opponent do his thing. I've had my turn at the table, and if I missed, I missed. I figured that's what I did. Thanks, David. It's one of those things I've really never paid attention about myself.
Circle the winning name or just the
You circle the winning name, and it goes up there. That could be a nervous twitch. I can see both sides there. I can see that being used as a sharking technique, but I can also see if somebody's nervous or what have you, them banging on the floor. Yeah, in that case, then that's pretty clear cut. Clear cut sharking if the only time they're doing that is when you're about to shoot. Nice effort on that back cut there. So still a decent leave. 3 balls in, a little bit tough. Very nice shot. Does he get it? Well, he gets to see it. Back cut, 3-rail position for the 8. 1 rail off the 15, scratch. I think at the end of the day, I think everybody's just got to know that it is a gentleman's game. That's how it should be played. And 100% agree, Chris. As I mentioned, it is a gentleman's game, and that is the way the match ends. Shake hands. Even the pros, you know, you look at any other sport out there, football, hockey, they all shake hands after the game. If not, take them out at the knees. Yeah, they're a little bit slow, Paul. I'm going to have to make an adjustment on my game after finishing off in Red Deer on diamonds. Now to come play on valleys that are a little bit slow, but I'll work through it. I'll adjust my game. Rack 'em up, eh? Unfortunately, well, I guess I could go bang him around. Steph's going to come down, and I think she's going to join me on the mic. Take over. The next match is not until 10 o'clock. So you know what? I mean, we got a half hour, 35 minutes before the next match is up. I'm sure nobody wants to watch me bang around balls for a half an hour, so I appreciate everybody tuning in. We will shut down. What are we looking at? Just about 2.5 hours into the stream. So we will shut down. We'll come back at 10 o'clock or just before 10 o'clock with the next matches. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Again, if you are new, make sure you've gone onto our Facebook page. Click the like and follow button. And that way when I do come back, you have the option to join back in the stream again. Do some trick shots. You know what? I honestly, I don't know a lot of trick shots. I wish I did, but I just don't know enough trick shots. I know very, very, very few, actually. So, with that being said, I think we'll shut down. We'll be back at 10 o'clock. And until then, we shall see you then.